Okay. Okay, guys. Hi, and welcome to an all-new episode of Thank You Very Much, Season 2. It's the second episode. Oh, I'm so excited and happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I am in my not complete studio. And I'm sorry, I'm going to reach over and grab my phone. But
I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, I'm in my not so complete studio, but thank you for being gracious and coming here anyway.
Of course. Thank you for having me,
Yes, I'm so happy. So what was I gonna say? All right, so first of all, you made these whoopie pies, but yeah, you talk about them and then I'm gonna say why I made the drink I made.
Okay.
For them.
These are carrot cake whoopie pies. I was supposed to make a carrot cake originally, but I had some orders, so I couldn't make a cake in time, but I made some whoopie pies, which is like a cake sandwich, like similar to an oatmeal cream pie or a devil dog or a fudge round, anything of that like family. It has carrot cake and then it has a brown butter maple cream cheese frosting in the middle, and then it has like some crushed cashews, almonds, and coconut around the sides.
I'm so
I wanted to do pecans, but pecans were $16.
That's crazy. You know, it's funny.
This is what I had in the house, so.
No, that's good. Like, literally, when you was, I actually like, oh, what do you think will complement it? You told me, like, a bourbon, and I don't really drink, like, straight, like, dark liquor.
Okay.
Other than Hennessy, of course.
Right.
Hennessy and Douce. So I was like, I should make, like, a punch, because I noticed, like, white people, they make, like, bourbon punches for Thanksgiving.
I'm crying.
So I was like, all right, I'll do a punch. But while I went to go get cinnamon, because I wanted to put, like, they said you should put, like, cinnamon sticks in it or make, like, a cinnamon syrup.
Okay.
And the cinnamon sticks was, like, I think, like, $9.
Cinnamon
and it was like
sticks
4
are pretty
sticks.
pricey, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know about that.
But
right
the
now.
flavor is really good.
Worth
like,
it. Yeah.
If you're making this for like the holidays and you really want to be impressive, then splurge and spend $9.
No, yeah, I mean.
But I get it. For right now, you're like, Joe, you're gonna have to do.
And plus, I would want
some
more longevity in those sticks. Like, if I was gonna make the syrup how I originally planned to, but the day got ahead of me. I would have definitely, had them in this sugar. I wouldn't have mind spending it there. Especially because, like I said, it would have had more longevity to it. So I would have been able to use the syrup more often.
Right. But this tastes great.
You like it?
I like it.
All right. Because the Prosecco was killing. Like, it's, like, not there anymore.
Oh, you put Prosecco in this? Okay. We have a little bit more if you wanted to, like, give us some evidence.
It's okay. Yeah. We could, like, shoot it back after.
Gotcha.
Okay, guys. Well, yes, welcome to Thank You Very Much, Season 2. This is going to be my first episode where I'm actually doing a video to go with it. So I'm, like, awkwardly talking to Stephon, talking to the mic, and talking to the camera because I really don't know how to work this yet.
This is new for everybody.
Yeah, like, so. I don't know, like, should I talk in the camera? Like, I don't know. I'm going to just, like, avoid
act like we're having a conversation, right?
I'm going to avoid eye contact.
Just act like the camera's a person, like,
right?
Girl. So, like I was saying.
And hopefully nobody thinks I'm cockeyed because I made a video yesterday and my eye was just not aligning the way it should have.
Well, I have one eye that's smaller than the other. So
really?
It comes out when it shows when it shows, but I like.
Does it like change if you're excited or not? Like, is it that kind of
it's
thing?
not like that kind of thing. It's just like when I'm looking at a picture, I'm like, oh shit, like. Look at my eye, that one's smaller than the other one. But it's me really looking at it. I'm like, I tell people are like zooming in my pictures like, oh shit, look at this nigga eye. Like,
exactly. No, that's
maybe they are, but
no, I think if it's very noticeable, I'm not gonna lie to you. Somebody is being a hater.
Right.
Looking.
But I don't think so, especially since I wear glasses.
Yeah, people can't really see it like that.
But when I take it off and I do like my little headshots and shit.
So I wanted to ask you, basically, like, did you think, because I told you I wanted you to share, like, a trauma story. Did you find one? Did you think about one for me?
Oh, shoot, yes. You did say a trauma story. You said it didn't have to be bad, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be bad.
So it's not trauma, but it's, like, embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the stories I want to know.
Right. So, like, when I graduated high school from FDA, I wasn't a terrible student. Like, I wasn't bad, but like I talked a lot. My grades weren't the greatest. Like, you know, when we got to graduating time or whatever, like my grades weren't the best, and like, you know, everyone knew they were going to graduate, like, you know, from coming in, you know, that year. I didn't know that until like the day before we graduated. Like, you know, I took graduation pictures, everything, like just in hopes, like maybe it will. If not, like, I don't know. I found out the day before that I was graduating, whatever, by the skin of my teeth, but that's another story. But I got to graduation, whatever, they called my name, and I ran across the stage.
Wait.
Like, it was like...
Wait, with joy?
Yeah, like, ran across the stage, like, and like at the end, I was like crying, and like I hugged my mom
you couldn't
and stuff.
believe it.
Because I couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, wow, like, it was up in the air, child. Like, I took those pictures, everything, went to prom, won prom, Duke, all of that. Like, and I was like, but, bitch, you don't know if you're graduating. Yeah. So it was just a whole boil of emotions. And like, at the time, I was like, you know, it's cool. But now looking back, I'm like, damn, but you had to run.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't just walk across the stage. You could, I mean,
did like your friends point it out?
No, I don't think, no one, I don't think anyone
it was just
really,
like in your head.
Right, I'm a Virgo, so like,
that's
weird shit runs in my head all the time. Like, just out of nowhere, I could just be sitting down and like, I just think about that moment and I'm like,
yeah, you just
had to run,
right?
But it's not a bad moment. Like, I spoke to my mom about it and she was like, don't. Like, you were emotional. Like, you didn't.
That
you
is
literally
so funny.
didn't
I would
know.
love to see it.
You literally. It was. So on the FTA page, they had pictures of me like running, and it was like
oh my God.
Still shots of me like in the air with my like diploma, like.
Not like, them using you for ads.
No, it wasn't for ads. It was like. On the Facebook page, like, you know, if you go to like photos and they have all the photos, they have everyone walking across the stage.
Oh, okay, but yours
they have
there.
all the like there were so many pictures taken on graduation day. Literally everything was on there from each class. They had me running across the stage, like, and I'm like, that's what really triggered me. Like, why did you run? Because when I seen the pictures, I'm like, this is not cute. I'm like, this is not cute, girl. And you had on like a cute outfit. Like, you just...
Yeah, but
I'm like, I had a moment, you know? It's cool. I graduated. That's the point that matters.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, that is too
But
funny.
that's like my drama thing. Like, it's so many things. And I've ripped my pants so many times in school. That's like...
Oh my goodness. That wouldn't bother me though. I'm lying. I'm sure I used to hate... You know, I feel like ripping your pants is a male thing. Like, that happens to men often. Mm-hmm. But... popping your sandal on the street, and like I would compare those as the same because like popping my sandal on the street used to have me livid, and you gotta slide your foot, hoping that you
clenching it with the toes, like
all right, well maybe I could put some glue on it till we find a store that I could get a fucking pair of slippers.
Or like, have you ever had your heel break?
No, thank God, but I don't wear heels too. I'm not a heels girl
like,
at all.
What do you do with that? Like, I love heels. Like, I wish
they're sexy as hell.
I could wear heels. I mean, I would get a pair of heels. Like, I don't care.
I feel like you
I would have to find the right pair. Like, legitimately try on pairs and like really see like what works for me. I don't think I could do like a skinny heel at all. I'm a big girl. No. I need like a platform. I need foundation down there for me to really give what I need to give because, bitch.
But I think you would look good in heels. That's what I was gonna say. Have you ever watched older episodes of Real Housewives of Atlanta?
I love Real Housewives.
All right, so you know the hairstylists and all of them. Derek J and
I love it, but they like
Miss. What's her name?
I don't know. Lawrence.
Yes, Miss Lawrence. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is it she or he? I don't know. But they. Let's say they.
Let's say that. Right.
They yeah, their heels, like the way they would wear heels on the show was crazy. Yeah.
But I'm like, you can tell like they live it. They do that. Like, I'm someone who like, I like it. I would try to do it, but like I can't do it like every day like them. Like, that's clockwork. Is
it because you like comfortable clothes more?
I do like comfortable.
Being more comfortable.
It's something I don't have anything against like wearing it like every day, but it's like it's a comfort factor into it. But then it's just like Right. I guess that's just not my style.
Yeah, cause
But
like I
for
have those
certain
battles.
events, yeah.
Yeah, I have those battles of like I wanna like dress like I feel like times I would like to dress like more like an older like younger woman. Like
Right.
when I see girls like wearing like heels or like say they have on a jean jumpsuit, like just casually wearing heels, I would love to do that.
Right.
But in reality, I don't go to any place where I really need to wear heels. And then two is just also like they're really not comfortable to me.
Right.
But like I do want to get in the
Right.
mindset. I was talking about it with Alyssa, who like she's a friend of mine and she also does hair. That like just wanting to dress like more in the image of the woman that you want to be.
Right. Okay.
Like, do you ever feel like that? Like you want to dress more as a person that you want to be or want to be seen as,
Right.
especially as a business owner.
Right.
Like,
I definitely feel that. I definitely agree with you. I feel like I'm definitely addicted to like my comfortable. Like I love hoodies. I love a good cargo. Like corduroys. I love a sneaker. I always love dressing down.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of like. I like dressing up, but it's really like a project for me. I feel like, you know, like really thinking about like what I'm gonna wear when I'm going to like an event, like a wedding or like an interview or things like that. But it's definitely something, right? It's definitely something that I want to work on. Like I've been buying like more like Chelsea boots, more like shoes.
Yeah.
Trying to buy like more pants. Like I got
just
a leather blazer.
When you need it. Oh,
right?
that sounds really cute.
I want more blazers, just because you could still wear a blazer and look like professional and still like kind of dress it down. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be like suit tie all the time, but I do want to start dressing more like grown man.
Yeah,
I guess.
almost. I don't know. Like I'm the same like mindset. I think like I love jeans. I love sweatpants, and I just like feeling like one that I could just freely like move the way I want to, and then it's just like really comfortable to me to dress like, you know. I'm gonna cut this cake though because like I keep staring at it.
Yes,
like,
try it. I tried it already, so I want to see. You tried it.
All right. Yeah. So basically, guys, the reason why I have food in front of here is because I just wanted the podcast to like be more geared towards things I was interested in.
It's really moist.
My mouth is watering. And if you know me, you know I love food. And I just want to talk about food more and eat food on camera and just share delicious things with you guys via online.
Yes. Let me know if this is a thing. This is my first time making whoopie pies.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Is it good?
It's good. I feel so bad that I'm making so much noise.
No.
I mean, like,
ASMR.
Yeah.
That might be a thing.
That's what I'm trying to, like, get into. Because, like, I don't know. Like, I eat a lot by myself, and I just enjoy food. Like,
right.
I can, like, really go into crazy detail about
Absolutely.
my passion for food. Like, and I always think, like, I remember when I was younger, my mom used to really be like, you're greedy. Like, and I never used to take it, like, offensively.
Right.
Like, I just used to be like, girl, you ODing. Like, it's food. Like, that's what it's here for us to do is eat. But then as I got older and I met Tati and I kind of seen the way she, like, had a love for food. And I was like, oh, like, this is what my mom probably seen. Right. Like, this isn't normal. Like, it is normal, but it's just like, I feel like when we be eating, like, I feel like maybe this is like it with you, because we talked about being foodies. Like, you just see the passion in people, like, eating the food.
Exactly. That's my favorite part about what I do, like, getting the feedback and people telling me, like, the cake was so good or your food was so good. That really is what triggers me to keep going. It's like, that's the best feeling. And also when going to places and their food is really good and giving them the praise, like, oh, you put your foot in that, child. Like, I love it. Like, you know? So, you know.
I wanted to ask you, so, you know, first of all, I'm so rude, guys. Talking about my phone. But, I'm like, I find myself to be like a new business owner. Like, this is my business to me. Like, this is my baby. And I have other side projects that I really want to come out with. And I'm working towards that. But, like, what inspired you? Like, what made you think, like, oh, this is what I want to do? I want to do cakes. I want to design them. I want to make them look crazy. Because that's the one thing I would say is, like, watching your growth. Because, like,
thank you.
I'm trying to think. I believe the first cake that you made for the group was not the Fendi cake. It was Destiny's caramel frappe cake that we had for her birthday like 2 years ago.
I don't think I ever did that. Did I do the
No,
gold
you
cake?
did it. Yes.
Okay, yes. I remember
that cake. You definitely did that
cake.
cake. Because they were like, Stephon made this cake. I was like, oh, Stephon makes cakes now? And that was the first cake we got.
Okay, yes, I do remember that. Wow, that's a
And
throwback.
then it was the Fendi cake. And we were like, oh my God. Like,
Right.
Fendi prints
That was
on.
cute. That was really cute. That was
Yeah,
dope.
and then like, now on Instagram, I just see you continue to grow. And like, your Virgo side is really showing. So that's perfect. But like, so how did that start for you?
Well, COVID really pushed me into full gear with like starting my business because I was working at, well, I don't know if I could say their name, but I was working at a franchise company clinic that is like everywhere, you know. So I was working there. They had gave us like a raise during COVID, and then like they took it away.
Wait,
it was
who
like
does that?
The dumbest shit ever. So they took it away. I left. I got this job at a coffee shop. I was the manager, was there. Long story short, like 5 months in, they fired. Well, not fired me. They laid me off, and a couple of other people that were new. Cause
and
they
this
were,
is
like,
still pandemic time?
Yeah,
okay.
like in the thick of it. Like, so they were like, you know, they didn't really have the money to pay us. So I guess that was their excuse. So they laid us off. So I just started the cake because I needed money. I signed up for unemployment, but
it was taking forever.
I was like, you know, also I need more money. So I was like, I'm gonna make these cakes, and I started making the cakes, and it just took off from there. Like, you know, like when I first started, I went to school for hospitality management.
Okay.
I didn't go to school for culinary arts. I got accepted to culinary schools, but like I said, my grades wasn't the best in high school, and I just couldn't afford to pay out of pocket to go to one of those schools. So I got accepted into like SEEK, which is like HEOP, if you ever heard of that. It's like Higher Educational Opportunity Program.
Yeah,
so
I know EOP. I've heard of EOP
Right, so that's
before.
like for HEOP is for SUNY. That's like State of University.
Gotcha.
So SEEK is for CUNY. That's like the same thing, just for like the city version. So basically that's like financial aid for people who's stupid and broke. So I was like,
stupid and broke.
That's basically what it is, child. If you don't meet the right financial bracket, or if your grades ain't too high, or they have it for kids who grades are high, but they just don't meet the financial bracket. But if it ain't there.
I know some smart people that was on EOP.
Right. I'm like, let me not get it twisted. It's not all for dumb people, but it's people in there with straight A's, but it's mostly for...
I wonder if I could have got an EOP.
It's mostly for your financial bracket.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm ODing about the grades
No.
But I had a really good guidance counselor who really helped me out, and she Miss Teray was like the college counselor. Miss Teray really helped me. She basically broke it down like, you know, your grades aren't the best. You know, your mom, you don't have the financial thing, so let's look at other options. And she brought that up to me, so I signed up for HEOP. She made sure I was the first one to like do it. Like, I sent them my application like the first day like it started, and I got accepted to City Tech. I didn't have to pay nothing. Like, they was paying me to go to school. Like, I got my financial aid. So I was in there doing hospitality management, and we basically went through everything, because hospitality is like such a huge umbrella. Like, it's culinary, it's like tourism, it's like hotel management, it's like everything. We did like branding. I had a wine tasting class.
Yes, you told me about it.
Right, I took contemporary cuisine, international cuisine. I took baking classes. I took like all different types of classes, including like various like other classes contributing to the hospitality umbrella, like traveling classes, tourism classes. I had a dining room class where City Tech has a dining room in their facility, and like we actually performed like service, like, you know, and in our cooking classes, we would have service, like serving people in the dining room, like legit food, like in a line. So that was really dope. The experience was dope. While I was there, I discovered, like, you know, I'm not a fan of doing the whole line. the whole line cook thing, you know, it's like...
No, oh yeah, no, that I would never in my life.
It's like really, well, it's school, it's like the dimmed down version, but you know, it's just a lot. Like, you know, it's
the kitchen
high...
is a scary place. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's high pace, high volume, you know, people talking to you a certain type of way. And it's not like out of malice or hate, it's just how it goes in the kitchen. And you know, I was like, all right, this is cute, but maybe not for me. Like, I want to do things my way, you know, and you know, I think I should be able to do that. So I was like, maybe I could be like a private chef and like cook for people. Like, that's something I definitely want to do in the future. But the baking is something that always stuck with me. I come from a line of cooks. My mom was a cook at New York Presbyterian. She's a cook for the Department of Education. My grandmother was a cook for the Department of Education. She was my lunch lady at school for like years in elementary school. My great-grandmother was the cook for B. Arthur on Golden Girls. I don't know if you know. Have you ever seen Golden Girls?
I know Golden Girls, but I'm not a fan of it.
So
Borny and Tati. Oh, the tall one.
Who always
the daughter.
Like, right.
Yeah.
My grandmother was her cook and maid for years. So like,
I know she was a sweet lady.
I come from like a line of cooks. So cooking was just something that was always in my blood. My mom always baked. My grandmother always baked. But never to like the artsy level that I take it. But baking was something I always knew how to do. So when I got laid off from COVID, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get in these cakes. And it took off. And like you said, now looking back, I'm like, my progress is crazy.
It's
like,
insane.
When I first started, I'm like, my first cake, I'm like, it's hideous. Like, I'm cringing. Like, what the fuck? I can't believe someone brought that
I don't
to
know
me,
what your first cake looks like, but I'm just like laughing because I just know, like, when I see people's work like transfer, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, for example, I have a friend who he has a clothing line, and I mean his work was never hideous, but like the scale that he's on today is crazy. Like, and now this man is using like he's using a sewing machine. Like I believe his first like work was like he was printing on like t-shirts and stuff. But like I'm watching this man use a sewing machine and he's making a freaking puffer vest.
Yes.
I'm like, no, like the growth in talent is just insane. It's like really crazy.
And it's really exciting for me to see like when you as the creator notice your growth. It's like really beautiful because like even with fondant, I remember James, his cousin, had got a cake for me back in the day. And it was a fondant cake.
Wait,
not back in the day.
Back in the day,
this is like when I started, the beginning of me starting my business. She had got a cake for me and it was fondant. And I really wasn't great with fondant. I took it on as a challenge.
Wait, what's fondant?
Fondant is like the stuff that you wrap the cakes in. Like, it almost looks like Play-Doh.
Oh, that's when you getting real technical with it. Oh, the flat stuff that you paste on top of it.
Right.
If you're doing like, say, I'm going to do a grass and tree kind of thing.
Right.
Or like a princess thing. That's what you put on top.
It's just like, if it's
the
not...
thicker layer. And it,
right.
I know what you're talking about. I used to watch Cake Boss.
Exactly. So, if he's... Any cake that he's done that's like... All of his cakes probably have fondant on it. You know what I'm saying?
He used to be building little sculptures.
All of that stuff. Right.
Exactly.
So, I wasn't really good with fondant. I took the cake because I wanted to challenge myself. And I'm like, you can do it. Long story short, the cake was shitty, y'all. I fucked that shit up. Fucked it up. She had ordered some sugar cookies with it. Like decorative sugar cookies. I took that on too because I'm like, I can do it. Those were okay, but not the vision she was looking for. You know, I ended up having to give them some money back. You know, I felt really bad because it was her baby shower. I'm like, damn, like I feel like I fucked that moment up. And now, looking at me now and how I've grown with fondant, I'm like, wow. Like, I tell James every day, like, tell her she has a cake on me. Like, tell her to come back, like, for her son's birthday. Like, I will make her cake on me because I want to make that up to her.
When you were starting.
Right. So I'm like, she's probably going to gag when she sees the new cake.
Exactly.
Like, bitch, what?
That's so sweet. No, but I love working with people. That's why I be saying that to me. And I love working with people when they first start out on a business because, like, one, you build a good bond with them. You have expectations, but you know, like, they're not too high because people are starting. Right. I'm gonna be honest. My third reason is because the budget is normally good.
I'm crying. No, seriously.
I'm just gonna be honest, but also it's just like, yeah, like, and you know, I don't try to give people things that I really don't see them doing. Like, but I just feel like then you become a loyal customer because they fuck with you because they was there from the jump.
Right.
I'm not. I'm kind of really strategic. That's
crying.
the only thing I hate about doing the podcast is because I be kind of telling my own tea. But yeah, I'm real strategic with that kind of stuff. But it be working out for me, like, for the most part. Like, you know, the people be growing and I still be there, like.
No, yeah, when I first started, I was really lowballing my prices because I knew, like, my work wasn't to the standard that I wanted it to be. Even though now I'm not all the way there, I've definitely grown. I'm still giving, like, friendly prices, but they've definitely went up since I started, you know, like, it's definitely a way more competitive price. As I grow, it'll definitely get more competitive, but, you know, it's just like, you know, I'm doing this out of my house, you know, and things like that.
And so, you're really doing your thing.
Right,
okay,
thank you. And I really want to invest in, like, I want a storefront, but I don't want a storefront yet. Like, I want to be a certain place in my life when I get a storefront. So my next move is to, like, invest in, like, a kitchen. Like, they call them ghost kitchens. Like, a place where I can just make all my stuff and just come, and then people could come pick their stuff up from there,
I think that's a great idea.
So I think that's great, because my apartment, it's good. Like, I can make cakes in there, but it's only but so many I can make in there. You know,
and so much fridge space, I'm assuming.
Exactly. And I could buy a fridge, I could buy a deep freezer, all of that, but that's going to make my carnivores and go through the roof, child. So I'm like, the best thing to do would be to have a place that you're renting out, or that you, like, I don't know, I'll get into the logistics of it.
Do you want to find a team?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I would say, like, that's what I would think before you get your storefront, is have, like, a reliable second person.
Right. I can't open the store up just by myself.
No,
like, I'm going to need, like, a team, definitely.
We, back in 2014, that's what I was about to say. Back in 2014, me, Destiny, and our other friend, we had like 2 other friends at this time. All 4 of us were working at Bata Couture during the summer.
Oh my God, I worked there too.
You did through
I was an intern.
Yes. We were working there, and I used to love Miss Ronnie. Like, she was the bomb to me. You know,
Miss Ronnie was a sweetie.
She was a bad ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was a bad bitch.
Yeah, I didn't want to call her a bad bitch, but yeah. She was like,
our friends, Miss Ronnie, but she knows she got it going on. She knows she got it going on.
And I just, like, I learned a lot about, like, you know, frosting and stuff like that.
Her cakes were beautiful.
It was just, like, crazy. And when she would say the prices in there, especially back in 2014, I used to be like, yo, y'all are tripping.
No,
but
those cakes are expensive.
Yeah,
you
but,
want
like,
that detail. She takes so much time.
That's why I was
it.
like, now that I'm older, and I, like, got a full understanding of the actual work that goes into those kind of things, I'm just like, the labor,
that's what you're really
and, like,
paying
people
for.
wanted stacks and, like,
and
they wanted little castle cakes.
That's the thing. The ingredients is one thing, but people don't realize the amount of labor you put into these cakes.
Yeah.
They just think that you could whip this shit up, like, in a day, you know? Which, in a time crunch, don't get me wrong, I can make something happen in a day. But I don't like to rush myself, you know? That's why a lot of people, you know, like, I know, like, a lot of cake artists who can do, like, 10 cakes in a week. And I'm like, I'm not on that level.
And are these, like, cakes with the, what do you call it? The Play-Doh thing?
The fondant. I'm crying. But yeah, it's first of all, it's only about so much I can fit in my fridge. The most at a time, I can fit like two tier cakes in my fridge at a time.
Oh, Jesus.
Like 2, but that's like, it's gonna take a lot out. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I don't do that. Like, it's 1, you know. But I try to take at least, like, maybe, like, in a good week, like, maybe 3-4 orders.
So, first of all, this is just a sign note. These 2 little beauty marks you have on your face are so freaking cute.
Thank you. I have 3 actually. It's one of my 4.
Yeah, I see that one and that one. It's one under your eye as well. But these being almost identical is so cute.
Thank you. Yes.
I want to be a bad bitch like that. I want to be a bad bitch with, like, unique features on my face.
When I was young, I used to hate them because I would get teased for them. But
what could somebody possibly say about that?
I've grown to love them. Like, my aunt actually has, like, the one that everyone draws on, like right here. Like she has the mole right
my
there.
aunt and my
like,
cousin have that. Well, that's her daughter, but yeah, they both have that. Like one is here, and I think one is on the other side or something. It's in the mouth area.
So I've grown to love it. Like seeing my aunt, and my aunt is beautiful, you know. So I'm like, okay, like it looks good on her. So then as I grew older, I'm like, yeah, it looks good on me too. Like these are what make me different, you know. They're like freckles.
Yeah, no, they're really cute. I like that though. Like,
thank you.
That's really cute.
I call them Illuminati moles because they go in a triangle.
Oh Jesus!
I'm like, I'm destined to be famous.
Okay. I like that. That's
crazy, no, but
that's so funny. All right, so as I pour this look a hot damn mess. Okay.
It's just the sediments.
Yes, like what is that? Shots. All right, I don't really have nothing to spend.
Wait, it's okay, girl. It's a little pulp ain't gonna hurt nobody, child.
I like pulp. I never knew I would like pulp as much as I did. Like
I don't mind. Like if I'm thirsty, like girl, I'm gonna drink the orange juice. But you know, if there's an option of no pulp, then yeah, I'll take that. I'm
good. So I wanted to ask you, like, how is, because like me and you had this conversation when we were coming from. James' birthday. I was also like, whose birthday was it coming from? James' birthday. But like, so how is, this is my favorite question because like I have a terrible dating life. Like a lot of people don't know that about me. Like it has its ups and downs. It's mostly down.
I'm crying.
But it has its ups and downs. And I encountered like someone like talking about my glasses a lot, and it's not the first time it happened. Like this is probably the second or third person that like spoke specifically about my glasses. And I know you wear glasses, obviously, but like, is there like anything that people like kind of look at you at, and they just kind of be like looking at you and fetishizing you about, like?
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, before you even go in, but this comedian, I know you say you don't really be on TikTok like that, which really hurts me. I'm trying to get on
TikTok. And y'all are addicted, but I'm like, I need to get on there for my business. Yes. Because my coworkers at work was like, what the hell are you not, why are you not on TikTok with your cakes? Like,
somebody come to New York for their birthday and want a cake.
So I'm like, yeah, I definitely have to work it out for that. I'm working on my setup. Like I told you, I want to try to set up my own podcast. I want to set up like a station for me to like do those little cake videos and shit like that because I want to create content. So that's coming soon. But yeah, I'm working on it. But TikTok is funny as hell.
No,
but it's a dark hole. Like I've been on there a couple of times and I'm like, oh, I see why everyone's on here.
Yeah, you don't.
I've been on this shit for 2 hours.
It's devious. I get out the shower and I'm sitting on my bed and I'm like, all right. I'll be like, let me grab my phone and look at the weather. I'm sorry, I don't mean. I feel like Tiffany Haddish.
No, you're good. Girl, you're good.
But yeah, I go and I look at the weather. And I end up on fucking TikTok. I be on TikTok for like 22 minutes or some fucking crazy shit like that. And I'd be like, yo, like, it makes me want to put my phone down.
Looking at some shit talking about the Illuminati and how they killed
it'd be like crazy stuff. But all in all, what I was trying to say was there was this girl that was on TikTok and she was basically bringing up how like some guy told her about how she looks like what's the girl name with the bob that hang out with Scooby-Doo? Velma. How like she looked like Velma, whatever. The glasses kind of remind him of Velma. And then he goes, and this is a black woman. Then he goes on to like, oh yeah, I got this photo of Velma in my wallet, and the photo of Velma in her wallet is like her bent down. She got her boobs popped out, and she's looking for her glasses. And I'm just like that's weird. One time, I was with this guy and he told me I reminded him of his kindergarten teacher and like how she wears glasses, and it's just like it made my skin crawl because it's just like that's not cool.
That's a little weird.
That's not cool.
That's a little weird.
So do you ever feel like it's like things that people like fetishize you about, or like? I mean, you could peep from like when you first like have an interaction with them.
In the gay community, there's definitely the most popular trend right now is the thick boy trend. Like everybody wants a thick boy, but there's like a certain type of thick boy that they're looking for. You know, like They're looking for like a football type, someone who's big, but not really like fat, so to say. Like they're just really muscular and really
kind of like the dad from Us.
Right. Right. So it's like it's weird, like, but I've had someone who like wanted me to keep my glasses on, like while we were in intercourse. Like he really was like into it, but he was also, I don't know, this was weird. He was really into it because he was like, you have such like a baby face and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, let's slow down on the baby face shit, because I don't want to be on no pedophile type of energy. Like, I'm like, the glasses, okay, but the baby face, I'm like, if we ain't talking about baby face, the singer, don't bring that shit up. I don't like that. But yes, there is a dick boy, a thick boy, fetish in the gay community right now. But everyone has their like types. Like you have some gay boys who want like a fat, like, I don't want to say slappy, but like there's some guys who are into that. There's some guys who are into like the more toned slim guy. There's some guys who are into more like me, I guess, which is like more of like a natural, regular, like kind of, but
solid.
In the gay community, period, there's so many different types. They want just mass, they want femme. Everyone has their own type. The gay community is so, for a community to be so diverse, and also like for us to be dealing with prejudice for so many years and backlash within the community. There's so much prejudice
of the same stuff
between like different types and how you look and how you dress and just a whole bunch of shit. So I just try to stay to myself and like who I like, because like at the end of the day, I'm attracted to men, so I have a type, but it's not I know what I like when I see it. It's not like I'm looking for a specific person, you know what I'm saying? It's just whoever intrigues that part of me, you know what I'm saying?
Like I always say, my typical, like, kind of guy that I like is, like, I like guys with pot bellies.
Okay.
Like, that's a really big thing for me. Like, and it's, I like to consider myself a borderline, almost kind of healthy person.
Okay.
I'm not healthy, but, like, I don't like...
You keep yourself together.
Yeah, I'm not into niggas eating pork chops and pork bacon. All of that shit.
I'm crying.
But I'm like, I told you.
Bacon.
No, everyone loves freaking pork bacon.
I'm like, that's the only bacon.
But like the whole not drinking water.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like drinking a whole bunch of soda. That shit is not rocking with me. So I don't want nobody with a pot belly to run up on me and think they could be doing that kind of shit. But it's just something I like about guys having a little bit of weight on them. I just feel like standing next to a slimmer guy is just like, are we homegirls? Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't like it.
Right. I can see you with a thicker guy. It's just something about, it's a little bit more like dominance, a little bit more control.
I don't know what it is, but I think it is that too. Like, I take what he's saying a bit more serious, I
tend to, if I say I have a type, yes, I tend to like thicker guys better. Just because I come from like my mom is legs, hips, and body, thick. She created that, you know? Like, I'm like, Candy copyrighted because Javon Mason really created legs, hips, and body. You know what I'm saying? But I'm voluptuous. All of my siblings, like, we have body. Like, my mother has body, my grandmother has body, my aunt, my uncles. My uncle actually played football, so he has like a football body, but he's a little more toned. But yeah, I like that. Like, I'm an ass man. Like, I look at guys' ass. I look at girls' ass. Like, if it's a fat ass, I'm looking. Like,
really?
I really am an ass man. But it's like,
damn,
I've been around.
You ain't look at me once.
No, but listen.
No, I'm not fishing. I swear to God, I don't have a butt. I really.
Safari, you have something, girl.
I have hips. Like every now and then, I've been.
No, but you have a butt. You're not like letter P.
No, I'm not letter P, but I'm telling you, it's just wide and it's like it just be
Safari,
hanging
you
on
have
my
something.
thread. If I'm going to the gym and I'm gonna get my
child, it could be worse. It could be worse.
No, 100%.
You have something. You have something. It's just
I got something to fall on.
Right, but you have the upper area. You got the boobies, child. God blessed you there. He said, "I got you though." Wait, just wait.
He held me down. You know what? I was also thinking too. Just a side note, like I came to like part of my conclusion why I don't wear. Like, I don't really, like, I'll wear something like this, like a nice crop top like this. But I don't wear things that cover my breasts because sometimes it just makes me look really big at the top. Like, if I wear something that's covering my chest, it just looks like baggy or it looks like, which I don't mind occasionally. But that's part of the reason why I show my breasts so much because I want people to know, like, this is just titties.
Right.
Like,
and you're all natural.
This isn't like a huge like top, you know?
You're all natural too. Like girls buy this.
I mean, it's about to be.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like be proud. Like
I try to.
So do you have guys who like are like they're like, oh my god, you could tell like they're just there for that. Like
they don't even really have to like say anything. Like men are so like.
Do they like
especially thirsty men? Can
you like tell like when you're talking to them and they're like
they'll like a lot of men they don't look just there but they'll look up and down.
Right.
And it's just like I don't know, like of course I'm not gonna lie.
It's like okay they're there but
like, I want to be with a guy. If I have to be with a guy that like he was like oh I like butts more than I like breasts, I'll be like hold on bitch because I'm not packing like that in the back. You're gonna need to like breast more. I'm
crying. She said, ain't no chicken thigh over here, baby. It's a chicken breast.
Exactly. I'm not like, what you mean you like ask more? I don't got that.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no. So I guess if I'm being shallow, that's important to me.
Right, okay.
Because I don't need no man like, because I don't got a big butt. And it be bitches with fat asses, and I mean naturally.
Right.
Like really fat asses. I'm like, damn, bitch.
But it's definitely like.
I like it though.
In the white community, tits is more like a wow factor. For the black community, it's the ass.
White men.
It's all about the ass.
White men want you to look like a stick with like a double D, triple D rack. Like
have white guys don't hit on you like.
White guys, like I feel like. See, I used to be on like dating apps, and white guys like on dating apps, they be there. They be like, I'm gonna share with the podcast another time. I'm gonna share with y'all what this white man texted me one day. It was the most insane,
crazy God,
shit. I'll tell you off camera.
Okay.
But I just gotta find the balls and the outlet to tell y'all what this man texted me. But that's when I like drew the line. Like I can't mess around with white men. Unless I meet them in person, because they be bugging, like.
Really?
But yeah, like, white guys, they don't really, like, OD. I feel like they have to have a lot of courage, especially if you're, like, a group of black women. They have to have the courage naturally, or they have to be drunk.
Right.
To really actually speak to black women.
Right.
Like, yeah, I don't know. But I would date a white guy, but I can't have white kids. I'm sorry.
Right.
I can't have any white kids.
You're going to actually have kids. I can actually have a couple of ways around it, but I would date a white guy. I've hooked up with I've hooked up with one white guy. I'm not going to lie.
Oh
one white guy and...
I'm sorry, I'm only your
It was... No, girl, listen. Open book over here, but it was weird. He just... The motion wasn't like us, like, you know? Like... we was doing it, but it was like, okay, like, you did what you had to do? All right. See you later, you know, but I'm like, for me, I guess it has to be a particular kind of white guy, like, call me shallow, whatever. I guess it's like, you know when you know kind of thing. I was really surprised that I hooked up with him because he was really like a white boy. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And you know, the baby was there. I was like, it's not. It wasn't little average. Like
I'm more of an average penis girl anyway.
Right. Let's get into that real quick because everyone thinks that everyone has like a porn star sized penis, and it's like
I'm sorry.
That's not the case. Like, don't get me wrong. A big dick don't mean that you know how to fuck. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
it
Like,
damn sure don't.
Because for me, my experience, niggas with big dicks, they usually come fast, or they want you to do all the work because they have a big dick, or they don't know what they're doing.
Or they just be doing it.
Or they just ram it in. They just like...
And I don't even... That's what I'm about to say. I don't even mean just ram it... Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean just ramming it in, but I do mean like, it just don't be like...
Right.
It don't be enough. I always say I'm a very like, I'm a real sensual person. That's why I don't...
Yes,
like,
me too.
Yes, I have had one night stands before, but I was like wasted and we were like rock stars. Like, that's what it... It's not like... It ain't like... I just can't be just having sex.
See, like gay guys, you know about Jack's Grinder.
I know about Grinder. I don't know about Jack. So that's the same thing. I'm assuming.
Exactly. So, gay guys are so promiscuous. You know, we hook up all the time. You know, but I don't play that.
I would love to be a gay guy.
Need a golden ticket to get on this Rabu, a Magnum.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
But yeah, we are definitely promiscuous. But it, you know, I want to experience like other races. Like I'm into like Indian guys. Like
I like tall Indian guys.
Indian guys are cute. Like Cal Penn from Cara the White Castle.
He came out.
Gay, but the thing is, Sapphira, I knew that he was gay from a
child.
I always was
I believe when
he's
people
gay.
say that, I believe something.
No,
like
when
that.
Raven as a kid, I said Raven Simone was a lesbian.
Raven did give me, not when I was younger, but looking back on how she was acting, she does give lesbian.
I said Raven Simone was a lesbian, and people used to tell me, don't say that. And I'm like,
fast
forward to her marrying her wife, and I'm like, I showed everyone she was a lesbian.
I don't know, it's just something about black women. Look, y'all about to chew me out. It's just something about black women eating on white coochie.
Let's get into it. First of all, it's something about It's something about black people just who are in the industry who make it just always marry white people, Caucasians, or the opposite, like a different race. Like it's just like I'm like, why does that always happen? Straight and gay.
Yeah, but all right. For example, Taye Diggs, you know, he was with a white woman.
He was with Adina Menzel, who I love. Wicked, I've seen about 8 times.
Really?
Yes, I'm obsessed. I can't wait
Wicked,
to see Ariana and Ariana and Cynthia play in the
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande is going to be
Wicked?
in the movie, and Cynthia Erivo is going to be
I was
Alphaba.
about to go back to the play because I went to the play and I had to step out of the theater. I had a long day at work.
Really?
And I was falling asleep. I was like, these people going to be like, is this girl on drugs?
I've seen it like 8 times. I'm obsessed with Wicked.
The play you've seen 8 times?
With Harlem Children's Own, and then I've seen it a couple of times on my own. I'm obsessed.
We're going to have to talk about this, me, you, and Borney, because me, Borney, and Destiny, we left the theater.
You did not like Wicked?
It's not that we didn't like it. It was just like, it was not the vibe. But I grew up on The Wiz.
I grew up with The Wiz and The Wizard of Oz.
I love The Wiz.
Oh my god, quick story, The Wiz. Yo, so I have like this, you can feel right here. I have this now on my forehead. So like, my first time watching The Wiz, like I went to the bathroom and like, I had wait till the last minute. So like, you could feel like that's the last commercial before the movie comes on. So I ran to the bathroom. So we're watching The Wiz. Long story short, my mother's like, oh my god, hurry up, it's back on. So I run out the bathroom. So when you come out my bathroom, like, this is like my bathroom. My bathroom's here, literally the wall's right there. I lived in like a small apartment growing up. So I literally run out the bathroom and straight into the wall. Like, straight into the wall. And like, my mother's like, oh my god, what the fuck? It's like the funniest thing, because like The Wiz is amazing. I was so excited to watch it. But yeah, that was crazy, Joe.
I love The Wiz. That's one of my faves. But yeah, what I was going to say... So, closing out, normally I do like a would you rather, but I didn't think of one. Do you know any funny would you rather?
I don't know. I didn't think of that either, Joe.
No, it wasn't for you to think of. It was really for me, and I completely forgot. But, question. All right, I got a decent would you rather.
Okay.
All right, I think I do. So, would you rather have to be in a relationship with like a feminine gay man for the rest of your life, or like a more masculine like lesbian? But y'all were like,
you said masculine lesbian?
Yeah. I didn't want to say like, I don't know. Imagine that was still called that.
Okay, so that's that. I don't think that's like.
That's not hard for you.
I don't think that's like offensive. What you're saying.
I don't know. People be picking and choosing.
But you mean like a really masculine, like a AG kind of like.
Yeah. Well, would you? All right. Forget the would you rather though. Would you be with why am I even doing this? This is crazy.
A feminine gay guy?
No, well, I can't see you with one.
Well, I wouldn't be with like a masculine, like lesbian woman because I'm not.
How much do you not like women? Yeah,
like it's just like I don't get there with women. Like I think women are beautiful, gorgeous, absolutely like. They run the world, like they bring bring life. You know what I'm saying? So they're beautiful. I come from a queen, a beautiful queen, but I'm just not attracted to women. So I mean, I could definitely be with a feminine man or a masculine man. Because like I said, I'm attracted to men.
Wow.
So it's not about if they're feminine or if they're masculine. It's like if they look good, if they like. Saying all the shit I want to hear, they're doing all the right things. Like that's it. That's what I'm attracted to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. We're all gay. I mean, if you take it in the butt, if you sucking dick, all that shit is gay. Nigga. Yeah. We all fat.
That's what I be trying to get the people to understand. They be trying to.
We all gay. You trying to say masculine or femme? Yeah, we all gay.
So like, all right. This is my last question, but this question is geared towards me. So I was basically saying to somebody that. I like, if I was, like, I could never, like, all right, say if I had to date a man that was bisexual. Mm-hmm. I just feel like I would never be able to fully fulfill, like, what he wants. Mm-hmm. I feel like as a man, like, another man could fulfill all the things he wants. But as a woman, I feel like I wouldn't be able to fulfill all the things he wants.
Why would you feel that way?
Because it's just like...
Because it's 50-50. You're giving him things that... the guy can't give him, and the guy's giving him things he can't give him. So but you guys are actually like, fulfilling. What if the guy can't? I feel like a man has a better probability because they are a man.
Yeah.
And they know okay.
And then it's just not only are they a man, but it's just like I feel like with men, it's a little bit easier to switch those roles of dominance and submissive. Like,
I mean, I understand.
If you're looking for dominance from a woman, I don't think you'll ever really fulfill what a man can do.
But a man can never fulfill what a woman can do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And y'all could do... This is what I'm saying. Like, when girls come to me and be like,
I mean, yes, technically. But I feel like...
Like, when my girlfriends be like, my boyfriend wants to try anal and shit like that. I be like, that nigga gay. I'm like, girl, you got a fucking vagina. Like, that's what the booty hole is mimicking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, y'all got the real thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, like, that's what I don't understand is I've never done anal. So I can say that.
You're not gay. I'm just being stupid. But
no.
It's only if you want to experience that, then go do it. I always tell my friends, use a lot of lube and brace yourself.
I can't. Like, that's one thing I'm supposed to be wrapping this up.
Right.
But that's just one thing I don't think I can fall into. I always say, like, if I'm married in my 40s, I think I'd be more open to doing it.
It's for a special person. It's not for everybody.
I don't see myself doing
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
It's just like...
And it's not for everyone to get that...
And I have the vagina.
That, that exclusivity to you. Like, it's not
and
meant
then
for everybody.
the horror stories I hear. People talking about how shit is coming out their asses.
Because
I totally
understand. Like cleaning yourself up, prepping yourself.
But I'm saying,
a whole
because my thing is the whole poop thing of it coming out of your butt. It happens often with people when they're having anal.
Asshole.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I would have to be at an extreme level of comfortability in order to feel comfortable with somebody behind me like that. And God
forbid something like that happen. Like,
that is just too much.
You want to feel like they're not going to judge you and shit like that. Yeah. Trust me.
I would literally take a shower and hide under my bed.
Listen, another time we'll talk about my first couple of times. Definitely. In the LGBT community, they call it painting. When you
shooting back?
When you shit on
Oh
the
my
day.
God.
They call it painting, so it's like you giving Picasso, baby.
Oh
like,
my goodness, Picasso! Look how far your name has
It's
come.
giving Van Gogh, baby.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
what it's giving. So you gotta prep yourself for that. That's why I'm like, you know, when my girlfriend told me that, I'm like, okay, if you really want to experience that, prep yourself, do your research, you know, eat your fiber, make sure you let it out, have a nice salad, some water, and prepare yourself, you know, brace yourself, baby.
I'm on a liquid diet. I'm on a gay man's diet.
Have a drink, have a nice little and brace yourself. Put on some nice soft music and brace yourself, baby. Have a nice pillow.
Not this booty hole. I will not endure that.
Well, ladies out there,
soon.
listen to me. Brace yourself. You know, take it slow. Like I said, it ain't for everybody.
It's damn sure not. Y'all doing somebody's work. I don't know whose work it is, but y'all out there being soldiers. Cause I ain't doing that. I not now. Maybe like after I have children, I'll feel like, what's worse? That's probably how I feel. Like
when you find your one and it's like a birthday or anniversary or a holiday, you like, you know what? I want to be spicy. I'm gonna switch it up, nigga. Yeah, we gonna do this. You know,
that's a switch.
Brace yourself when you feel that comfortability with someone, and you're like, okay, you know, he's not gonna judge me. You know, we on the same page. You know, then you feel comfortable to do it. That's not something you do with everybody. I feel, especially as a female, you know.
Yeah.
As a male, that's the only we get. That's the only thing we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have no other choice. But as a female, I definitely get that's more of like a sacred space, you know. As I got some girlfriends who like, yeah, my nigga tried to say, I was like, oh, you know, fuck the whole mood up. Like, done. Get the fuck away. You know, it's not for everybody. So.
Thank you so much, Stephon, for coming
on
the show. We had a good time.
So fun.
We had a good whoopie pie that I'm gonna eat more on
really
camera.
Good. Yes, I love it.
I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to the first episode of the new season of Shank You Very Much. I was going to say, that's why I'm looking at my phone if you're looking at the video. I basically would love to start doing like hearing you guys like stories and giving you guys advice, because if we're being really honest, I'm like almost the queen of advice. Like I literally can tell you whatever you need to know, and I could tell you about your shitty friends, your boyfriend who's if not probably cheating on you, he's probably in the closet, because if you're writing me
I'm crying
about some guy,
I can help you about that too, because listen, these niggas be gay.
If I need Stephon to even do an interlude about these, I will definitely.
Yeah, and I've definitely had my fair share of DL. Baby
and we're going to find out more of that on Stephon Part 2 episode. But for right now, the email you guys can email all your questions to is shankyyverymuchpod@gmail.com. If you're confused about that, just go to my Instagram, Miss What's Good. It'll be in the description. Miss What's Good on Instagram, or Shank You Very Much the Pod on Instagram. And that's how you will be able to find the email address to email me all of your concerns about the crazy shit that's going on in your life. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to my
Yes, can I get to my Instagram?
Yes, please. Oh my God, I'm so shitty.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yes,
I'm just like, let me get to my Instagram.
Yes.
So you can find me on Instagram at Stephon Christopher. That's STEPHONCHRISTOPHER. And then you can follow my business page with all my cakes and stuff. Both the pages have my cakes, but my business page is Steph Sweets, STEPHSWEET with 4 S's at the end. All the other amount of numbers was taken for the S's, so 4 S's works. But thank you for having me, Sapphira.
Yes, thank you for being here. I'm a little tipsy off of bourbon, and we're gonna see how that continues. But thank you guys again for watching. I love you, and we'll talk later.